The Maiden of Domremy. Jeanne d'Arc began experiencing visions and hearing voices from Saint Michael, Catherine, and Margaret during her teenage years in Domremy. These divine messages directed her to aid the Dauphin Charles in his quest to reclaim the French throne from the English during the 100 Years' War. Jeanne's unwavering belief in her calling led her to seek an audience with the Dauphin, who eventually granted her command of an army. Despite facing naysayers and skeptics, Jeanne's visions guided her to several key military victories, including the lifting of the Siege of Orleans. These miraculous successes cemented her reputation as the Maid of Orleans, and a symbol of hope for the French people. The journey to Chinon. Upon her arrival at the royal court in Chinon, Jeanne d'Arc was put to a secret test by Charles VII to verify her divine mission. She was able to confidently identify the disguised king amongst his courtiers, gaining his trust and support. Impressed by her bravery and conviction, Charles VII granted her an audience and ultimately agreed to provide her with the resources and support needed to lead the French army against the English forces. With the backing of the king, Jeanne set out to fulfill her mission to liberate France from English occupation. Relief of the Siege of Orleans. Jeanne d'Arc's remarkable leadership during the relief of the Siege of Orleans played a crucial role in strengthening French morale and achieving strategic successes. Her fervent belief in her divine mission inspired the troops and boosted their confidence on the battlefield. Under her guidance, the French forces achieved several key victories, turning the tide of the 100 Years' War in their favor. Jeanne's strategic acumen and unwavering dedication to the cause made her a pivotal figure in the eventual lifting of the siege, solidifying her status as the Saint of Orleans. Coronation of Charles VII. Jeanne d'Arc's pivotal role in the coronation of Charles VII highlighted her divine approval and demonstrated her unwavering faith in her mission. She played a key role in the ceremony, guiding the Dauphin through the crowds and affirming his rightful place as king. The coronation solidified her reputation as the Maid of Orleans, and solidified her position as a respected and revered military leader. Jeanne's unwavering belief in her divine mission and her loyalty to Charles VII ultimately led to her being hailed as a saint and a symbol of French patriotism. Capture and trial. Accused of heresy and witchcraft, Jeanne d'Arc faced harsh interrogations during her trial. The ecclesiastical court sought to discredit her divine mission and force her to admit to lying about her visions from God. Despite the pressure, Jeanne remained steadfast in her beliefs and refused to recant. The trial was heavily biased against her, and eventually, she was found guilty and sentenced to death. This unjust verdict ultimately led to her martyrdom and cemented her legacy as the Saint of Orleans. Martyrdom and legacy. After being labeled a heretic by the English authorities, Jeanne d'Arc's legacy underwent a remarkable transformation following her death. Canonized as a saint by the Catholic Church in 1920, she became a symbol of bravery and faith for generations to come. Despite facing persecution and ultimately meeting a tragic end at the stake, her unwavering devotion to her beliefs left a lasting impact on history. Saint Joan of Arc's legacy continues to inspire and resonate with people around the world, embodying the courage and conviction of a true martyr.